to go live. Am I live? I think I'm live. Just a heads up, I think I'm live now.
Are you live?
Are
you live?
I think I'm live. But I'm going to double check and post this on Twitter. Oh, yeah, I am live.
Hello, people.
I don't know if there's people in here yet because it's a Friday afternoon. It says I am live on YouTube and I'm gonna open up some Furbies. So come hang out with me. Hang out with me on Friday and we're gonna open Furby. Okay. Okay, hello, folks. How y'all doing? We're gonna open some Furbies today.
Is there people?
There's like 13 people, yeah.
Oh, hi, people.
Hello. How's everybody doing? Make sure not to show my address then.
Oh, yeah, that's probably smart.
Just a heads up.
That's a smart. Do you have a marker, or maybe I'll just peel it off first?
Yeah, peel off the addresses first if you can.
That's a smart.
Here, I have an X-Acto knife. Be very careful.
Yeah, okay.
Be very careful. Hello, how's everybody doing today? Everybody doing good? So I have 2 boxes here of Furbies. As you can see, these are some of my Furbies in the background. There is going to be a tour of them eventually on my YouTube channel. It's going to be nice and filmed, but I figured while I have boxes here ready to be open, there's about 7 of them, I think, if I'm remembering correctly. There's 7 Furbies to be unboxed, but I'm going to show you guys a couple of the ones that came in recently. This is just an out. Why? Because I collect them. That's why. This is one that I just got a bathing suit for today. So a little bathing suit.
Do you have a Sharpie?
Why Furbies? I don't know. I have like a Furby tattoo and stuff. They're like my favorite childhood toy. And so now that I have adult money, I can collect all of my childhood toys. You see?
Furbies allow you to hang on to some part of childhood happiness.
Yeah, it's childhood happiness.
Support and encourage that notion.
Also this little outfit came with swim pants, so I put them on my Furby baby.
Seriously, do you have a Sharpie over there?
A Sharpie? Yeah. I don't know if one of these or both of these work. Probably that one.
Thank you.
Yeah. Time to make them close. Which one is your favorite? I can't answer that question right now, but I will tell you in my YouTube video, which it's going to do a tour of them. I will mention my favorites, but that's like hard to pick. But keep in mind, I skinned all of them, so their ears are a little wonky. But this is my crystal baby. I don't know how well you can see all of its colorful, shiny fur. This one is up there. So this is a regular sized Furby, and this is a Furby baby. So as you can see, they're a little smaller. So do I have the Gizmo Furby? No. So I have yet to collect Furby fakes. So a Gizmo Furby actually falls into the realm of Furby fakes. So I don't collect those yet. And then there's this little baby that came in a couple days ago as well.
Furbies.
So see, it's a Furby baby. Anywho, so we're gonna open up some stuff today. Oh, that's good enough, babe.
I'm just being extra careful, you know.
Okay.
You know me. Paranoid as all heck.
No, these are not well packaged in this box.
Ruh-roh.
Yeah, we'll see. I have that X-Acto knife for now. Yeah. So I think these are two Furby babies. But yeah, ask me literally any questions about Furbies. This is because I collect them now. Ooh, these are not. These are just rattling around. Okay, let's see what we got here. Okay. Goes down. So these two in this box are two more Furby babies. This one is...
Careful, I got a knife open.
Thank you. So this one is the same color family as this one, but with different colored eyes. So this is the one that just came in the mail. It's got its original tags on, which is Bébés Furby, because it's the French tag first, which I always find really funny. And then this is the same color, but with green eyes. So these ones are Furby babies. Let me double check which one they are. I think they're called, I don't know, I'm gonna have to find out. There's official names for all
You have two the
Furbies.
same now then?
Yes, different eyes.
Oh, okay.
Do you get them on eBay? I get them all kinds of places. I'm in some groups, and I'm in some black market Furby trading groups. So I don't want to give you guys my hookups.
Black market. Black market Furby.
It's true. It's true though. Okay, so these are the Furby baby lines. So these ones, both the color families, these are called baby blues. So I have two baby blues, one with brown eyes, one with blue eyes. So these are the little buddies. Do they work? I don't know. I'd have to test and see if I can do Furby necromancy. And then as suspected, I wasn't sure if this one, and we're going to find out together what color eyes it has because I don't remember. This one is a peachy. Any bets on eye color?
Peach.
It's not going to be peach. It's probably going to be...
Okay, green then.
Probably green. Ready? No, gray. Gray, actually, which is a surprising color choice for those ones.
Okay.
It's really cute, actually.
I think green would be nice too.
Green would have been cute, yeah. I could definitely do that one.
This one was definitely packaged better.
Oh,
You
yeah.
put fragile stickers on it.
Yeah, that's fine. So, do I get them on eBay? No, I get them on all kinds of places. Some on eBay, yeah. I find eBay is pretty overpriced. So if you're looking for something really specific, eBay, but yeah, I stock eBay a lot. Mine had these fur balls as ears, so I guess it's a fake one too. Possibly. Did it look like a shell? Because there's all different kinds of Furbies. So the ones that I collect right now are the 1998 to 2001 versions, mostly the 1998 ones, which are the ones that look like this, that we're all kind of familiar with.
Oh my god,
So,
there's so many Furbies in here now.
I don't want to hear anything about too many Furbies.
I didn't say too many. I said so many.
There is so many. You inspired me to buy a couple Furbies. I was waiting for the one with a floppy hat. Is that the Jester Furby? Floppy hat Furby. Which one is that one? Possibly the Jester. That one's really expensive. That one is very expensive. What was your first one? There's actually two back here that are my very first Furbies. So this one that I customized back here, that was actually my original Snowball. And then the black one back here with brown eyes is my original one from when I was like 8. So those two were my first ones. Is there a website that has all the Furbies listed? I would love to find the one that you had as a kid. Yes, there is. It's the official Furby wiki. And if you were to type into Google list of Furbies, it's under the Furby wiki. It's under officialfurbyfandom.com. That's a good place to go.
Here, I'll cut the tape for you.
Just give me a second. Answer some questions.
Oh.
You buy from Poshmark and OfferUp. I'm Canadian, so a lot of the times those sites don't work for me, which sucks. Because there's a lot of sites that I would use, but they don't ship to Canada.
Boo birds.
Which is too bad. Okay, so those are those ones, and then in this box are 5 more.
5 more?
Yeah, there's 5 more. And then there's 4 more coming in the mail, another 4 more, and then 1 more. There's another 9.
Which are the ones I got? Is it this
They're
one?
still, no, I don't think so. No, the ones you got me are shipping from far away.
Are they? I was really hoping they were going to be here before you break.
Could you use the dark web? I don't suggest going into the dark web or much of anything.
I don't know if I've ever been to the dark web. How do you get to the dark web? I feel like there are things I should know about.
I feel like we shouldn't even discuss it. To be totally honest.
But I mean, like, is it just like, here's the door to the dark web, or is there like
no, babe?
Is there like something you have to do to get there?
There's the deep web, which you could get to.
I don't know what that is either. I just know the internets, and then
okay,
I don't know how to get to these other super secret parts of the internets.
I'm gonna let you guys pick the first one I unwrap. Okay, so which one should I pick? First comment in is the first one I'll unwrap.
Oh, you can't put up like a
poll?
poll?
Unboxing. I'm not gonna put up a poll. I'm just gonna say like whoever says which one I should unwrap first, that's the one I unwrap.
That one.
Middle bottom. All right. This one. All right. Sounds good here. There we go.
Oh yeah, they wrapped it up nicely.
They did.
Too bad none of them have boxes though.
All right. That is, ooh. Okay, so this is this one. It needs to get fluffed and cleaned. They all do. These ones, most of the 5 in this box, they are labeled as not working. We'll see about that, because if you follow me on Twitter, you know I have dabbled in Furby necromancy, which means that I typically can get them to work. And that requires me skinning them, which I do for all of them. All of them I'm going to skin. I'll have a video up on my channel about how to do that. This guy is, let me figure out which one you are.
There's going to be a new YouTube channel. My Furbies are odd.
Don't tempt me. Don't tempt me. What are you, little bean? This is a cheetah. This is a cheetah. Eyelashes are a little wonk, as you can see. That happens a lot of the times with packaging and over time. This one, I'll probably rip the eyebrows or eyelashes out and fix them. But
hey, let me kiss you.
You heading out?
Yeah, I'm going to go get some more work done.
Okay.
I'll
Just
be
like,
here.
I'm bored. I'm out of here.
No, I'm going to get some work done.
All right, fine. Go make our money and bring home the bread. Whatever. Go work, I guess.
All these Furbies.
So this one is a cheetah. Really good thing that you're looking for when you're buying Furbies, if you want to know, is you're looking for it to have the tag on them still. Not all of them do. This one also has an official tag on it, which means, at least in my eyes, a child probably didn't play with this. This one is also pretty clean as well. So, I mean, I always give them a sniff. This one smells, you got to keep in mind, they're 21 years old, right? They're of legal drinking age. And so a lot of the times people kept them in basements, in like plastic bags, and like there's all different levels of put together that they come with. And yeah, so a leopard, probably this one, yeah? How much would they be if you sell them? It depends. It depends. If you sell them to me, they are very cheap. Inexpensive. $20. I'm just kidding. It depends on the rarity. And if you're in the Furby game, as I guess I'm in now. There's different rarities. So for example, you know, I have 2 of these little Furby babies, right? These ones I could easily buy for anywhere from $30, $40. This one though, this one, based on the color story and just rarity, you're looking at 80, 90, I want to say. This is Canadian, so that's much more. And then shipping varies. For Furbies, rarity typically, if you're looking at the, here, you know what? I'm going to bring this up. How can I do this? Forget how to do this. Mm-hmm. There we go. Okay, so this is kind of a list of Furbies here. So this is Generation 1. Typically, Generation 1 are the ones that you're going to see most often. I'm going to talk about rarity, because why not, I suppose. The most common ones that you typically will see, Snowball. However, a lot of people get Snowballs for customization because they can be easily dyed. That's why I get Snowball ones. I have one in a package back here that's never been opened, and it's never going to be opened. So out of Generation 1, I have a leopard, a Snowball, 2 witches, cats, a church mouse, and a skunk. So I would still need a wolf. I would say out of the first generation, the wolf is the most rare one. Excuse me. Moving on to Generation 2, I would say the most rare one out of that one would probably be bear, also owl, because owl has a little bit more fluffy fur. Here, I can open this up actually, I'll show you. There you go. So it's a little bit fluffier. Typically these ones over the course of 20 years look like shit, I'm not gonna lie. So if you find one anywhere and its fur looks even remotely decent, good, get it. Then really when you get on to Generation 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, all of these have different rarities and they're all pretty expensive, okay? So I have a couple of these here and there. The ones that stand out to me as being very rare, Pink Flamingo is up there. Elephant is up there. I would say Ladybug is up there. Champagne, which is the one that I have here. This one was over $100. So it's definitely not a cheap hobby. I don't want to talk about it. It's my adult money, okay? And then, yeah, as you get into some of them were only released in certain parts of the world. So like a green bean down here was only released in Mexico. I have yet to even see one for sale. I saw one once, you know, so it's definitely iffy. Kiwi is also pretty rare. Color change, pretty rare. By the time you pretty much get out of the main color groups, they're pretty hard to find. Then you want to talk about rarity, special edition Furbies. So in the special edition ones even, which are these, I have a patriotic, I have an autumn witch. I desperately want a racing one. Good luck. The royal one can go for like $300. An angel can be like $400. It depends on where you're getting them from. Then you have what's called fresh new look Furbies. These ones are original Furbies that have a little bit of something different. I actually had a fresh dragon sold to me, and it was in fact a regular dragon. So I refunded that shit on eBay because it was expensive. And then you get into these ones. These ones were unproduced. So if ever you see somebody's like, I'm selling a raspberry swirl Furby, it's fake. They were never produced. As much as I would love this, I might mod one to look like this because they were never released. So keep that in mind. This Furby wiki is always a really good spot to go. Yeah. Mine looks like an elephant one, but with fur instead of ears. That's cute. Never was interested in Furbies, but you just make excellent content. Oh, thank you. Yours is a giraffe, which is this one. Oops, it's a big picture of it. A giraffe. Yeah, my original was a witch's cat with brown eyes and a snowball with blue, I think. You saw Angel in a box for $700. Yeah, Angel is like that's out of my realm of spending. Maybe someday. Also, that one has purple eyes, which is another reason why it's rare. So when you're looking at basically, like if you're looking at buying a Furby or collecting, or you see one that's out and about, there's a couple things, like I said, your Furby knowledge is strong. Yeah, rabbit holing. This is my ADHD at its finest. So, but there's a couple things you want to look for if you're buying. Number one, is it in a box? Well, a couple things, and these are all gonna be varying price ranges. Is it new in a box, never been opened? Because that's going to be expensive. Second is it in a box? And has it been taken out of a box? Does it have the instruction manuals in the box? Does it have the receipt in the box? Does it have packaging? Why is the president Furby orange? Is it really? Oh, it kind of is. Yeah, it's like a peach colored. fuck if I know. Anyway, yeah, and then there's the most rare Furby is like the bejeweled one, which is just there are 5 made. They sell for like $100,000. You think I'm joking? I'm not joking. I'm in fact not joking. There's 5 made and they sell for $100,000. I don't know who the hell has them. I don't know where they are in the world, even as far as that goes. So in terms of collecting all of them, it will never happen, but at some point I will be satisfied, you know, with collecting them. But yeah, so then for me, because I'm looking to dress them in clothes and mod them and change out eye chips and all of that stuff, I don't necessarily care if they're in a box. I have 2 up in a box, but this one will come out. This one has never been opened. Maybe it's been peeked at, but like it's never been removed at all. That one will forever stay in a box because I need to have one that stays in a box, you know? But yeah, anyway. So then if they're out of a box, things to want to look for, does it still have the tag on it? If so, great. Does it still have this little tag on it? If so, great. Then you want to know if it works. I personally don't care if they work. This is why I have so many and they're cheap. Because there's certain ways that you can skin them, remove the skin, clean them. I clean all of them except for the ones that stay in a box. I skin them, clean them, and I test to see if they work, and I do what I call Furby necromancy. Which is opening them up and doing gears. Anyway, so I would say out of unboxing this one, you can see this eyelash is a little bit wonk. It is ready to fall out. I could very easily probably pull it out. I don't want to just now. But this one will probably get replacement eyelashes, and I might take these eyelashes and put them on a different Furby. Some of them don't have eyelashes. They just get lost over the course of 20 years. So this one is actually, I would say, in really decent shape upon just looking at it. Whether it works, I don't know. You have to ask yourself what you want. If you're going to start collecting them, or if you want to find your childhood one or something like that, you have to ask yourself what's most important. Do you want it to sit on a shelf? Do you want it to talk? Do you want to customize it at all? It's all things if you're looking to get into the Furby fandom, if you will. It's all questions you have to ask yourself. I personally don't care what state they're in, typically. So that's why. But you won't see me buying ones just in a box or new open in a box because that's not important to me. I want to take them out of boxes typically. I hope that makes sense. Then some other information. I'm just going to info dump about Furbies. If the Furbies do work, you put batteries in the bottom and it works, great. There's also a lot of different issues within making a Furby work. So you can put batteries in, it won't come on. That's when I take it all apart, mess around with the mechanics. Sometimes they're mute, their sound chips don't work or sound speakers don't work. You could technically take it apart, solder it, swap out speakers to get them to speak. I don't care that much. So for me, I don't mind if they're mute. I don't mind if sometimes they end up in a loop. I have one back here that does nothing but sneeze and fart. I can't explain it. I've tried to get it out of the loop, doesn't work. These are all different things I can talk about at different dates. But for now, we opened up a cheetah. First one out of the, oops, shit, I just clicked on the wrong thing. First one out of that box of 5. So let's move on, shall we? This one looks good though. Another thing I do is sometimes I cut these tags off. I keep them all, but these are, I have one of those guns that goes, I don't know. I don't know if that makes sense. So I can put these back on. It's very important to not cut the tags if you do get one. Try to keep them as best as you can, you know? Yeah, a lot of times people will want the tags. For me, because I am planning on not selling them, at least not now, I try to keep them as pristine as possible. I'll show you. I have a couple of the tags off of different ones. I say a couple, I've cut off quite a few. So I have the tags. I also have one of those guns though that can put these back on. So is it cheating? Yeah, kind of, but I mean, I will state that if I ever sell them that the tags were replaced, you know? So I keep all of these. It's just because for me, it comforts me taking the skin off and cleaning them because I don't know where the hell these have sat for 20 years. It's not a germ thing. It's more of a, I don't know. It makes it feel like mine when I wash them myself, which I can show you how I do that on some of them. I might do that in this stream. We'll see how long this goes. Yeah. You started looking for Furbies on eBay after seeing your tweets. You might see me on there bidding against you. I don't often bid though, to be honest. I don't like, I tried it a little bit. I'm not a gambling person. I'd rather just be like, take my money now. So I don't know. Do you think you'll make any YouTube videos with the Furbies, like a collection video? Definitely. Yeah, for sure. I've just remembered my first and last Furby was year 2000. In the year 2000. Did you play Furbies as a kid? I did. So my original one is this one that I modded back here. And finger that one right there. And I would like to add all the Furbies that I bought. I have what, 10, 11, 12 back there. All of them have been sold to me claiming that they, quote, don't work. I have then necromanced them all back into working. Just saying. So yeah, I would say for this one, looks clean, smells okay. I could definitely get away with not cleaning this one, but I will still clean all of them, except for the ones that are in a box. So the only ones that I haven't cleaned are this one up here in a box and that one in a box. So all the other ones are getting a bath. And I'll explain how I do that later. Because obviously you don't want to just submerge it in water. Please don't do that. Okay. Moving on. I'm going to let whoever comments next on which one. We'll do like the 4 corners here. We'll all open up the next one. Oh, you thought the horse mask was a cat? Yeah, it's a horse mask up there. Bottom right. This one? Right-handed? This one. Right? I'm going to go with that one. Yeah, this one is packaged really nicely. Okay, are we ready? So this one looks, his ears are a little smushed. This is a, let's see here. This one is a zebra. So this is a Generation 2 zebra. Let's see. Is there any information on the wiki? So it says, appearance. The zebra Furby has white body fur and black stripes that differ with each Furby. It has a white stomach fur that merges into the body. And it can also appear with stripes. It has a white tuft and a white mane. The faceplate is white. It has white feet, white ear insides, white ear backs, and white eyelashes. And we don't know, these ones are all from the same seller, yeah. So again, this is notable. This one is not clean. This is pretty dirty. It's also pretty yellowed. I'll show you actually how yellowed it is. I don't know if you can see this. That's the color it should be on the inside fur. So this one is going to make very interesting soup, as I call it, when you clean it. This one is dirty. It is also, if you noticed, missing the side tag, right? But it does have this one on it. It's in pretty rough shape. So this one is a little bit more rough, but let's see what color the eyes are. This is the first time I'm looking too, because I totally forget. Blue, yeah. So we got blue eyes in that one. That's pretty cute. But it is dirty. Like it smells more basementy than this one. This one has been lived with. Keep in mind that the seller, it might not be their Furbies. They might just have gotten them somewhere. So I never judge the sellers on any state that a Furby is in, because they pick them up from other places. So it's going to be very interesting, because I'm not going to lie, this guy looks gray. This is the color he should be. There you go. That's the color it should be. So that right there is going to show you just how dirty this one actually is. One thing you'll notice too is that the plastic sometimes over time turns yellow. There's really nothing you can do about that. Apparently you can soak it in some like peroxide in the sun. I don't care. If it really bothers me, I will paint them, because I'm planning on pretty much customizing to a certain degree all of them over time anyway. It's going to be like years-long process. I kind of like work on one and then move on and work on the other one. Make little clothes and stuff like that. Yeah. So this one, definitely very dirty. Let's just some questions here. I'm sensing there's an animal theme in the box. Kind of. Yeah, kind of. I think a couple of them are, if I can remember right. How do you keep the paper tag dry during cleaning, or do you not care? So what I do is I cut them off. I do. I keep them in a little container. And because I work in a retail place, we actually have those little guns that insert, I don't know how to, these things. You know, these things? I have a gun that uses one of those. So if ever I wanted to resell or put the tags back on, I can just move the skin up and just go boop, boop, and click it back in. So not that big of a deal for me anyway, but I would suggest if you wanted to keep it pristine to do that. What makes a Furby more valuable? How old it is? Not necessarily. So they're all pretty old. So the ones that I collect are from 1998 to 2001, I think, 2002. And like for this one was released March 1999. So not the earliest Furby. This is a Generation 2. So I'll show you. I'll open this up again. There we go. So these are all the different Furbies that kind of exist. There's quite a few of them. I highly suggest taking a look through this if you want. This is the official Furby fandom wiki page. And so this one is a zebra. So this is generation 2, not necessarily the most rare that I found. Out of generation 2, I would say the owl is the most rare one, just on popularity. So some of them, the rarity depends on how many were made and sort of how sought after they are amongst the Furby community. As you get down into generation 7, 8, 6, 7, 8, these ones are much more rare just because by then the Furby fad, when they first came out, a lot of people were buying them, as they did when the first generation came out back when I was like 8, 9. So different rarity, it's hard to explain. Like it's obviously the special edition ones are much more rare based on just the fact that there's not that many made. So for example, I have an Autumn Witch Furby. There were only 250,000 made. So I have one of those. I also have a Patriotic. There was only 72,000 made. So technically my Patriotic Furby is more rare than my Autumn Furby, but I could sell my Autumn Furby for more because I have the box for it. So it's one of those weird little things. I don't know how else to explain that. Kind of just the rarity. You come to know which ones are rare because you never see them. Any plans for cursed mods like a long Furby? I don't want to say no. The only thing is it's not my first priority. So for me personally, I love long Furbies. I think they're amazing. Obviously, I have a pillow back here that the intention was to make a long Furby. The thing is that I'm more inclined to make an odd body Furby, which is a different type of mod. This is we're going to get deep into the Furbies. Okay, so if you're ready for some deep information. So there's this. This is what I would call a pure Furby. Then there's something like this. Which is simply decorating your Furby. Then there's something like, I have one back there that I painted, that I dyed the fur, I made the clothes, I changed the ears. That is a customization. Then you have something like a long Furby. When you make a long Furby, you can take apart the faceplate and use that in a long Furby. You could technically cover, you know what I mean? Put this on something and extend it down. Or a lot of people make Furby faceplates and they can buy them on Etsy and you can sew the Furby faceplates onto a stuffed animal or onto whatever you want. And it would be called an odd body Furby, which is a non-traditional Furby that has a Furby faceplate. So like, this is so deep, but the Furbies that I collect that have the full mechanics, I don't want to fuck that up because these are rare enough in itself. I say rare, but like, I don't know, they mean something to enough in themselves to me to not want to change it into a long Furby. I'm okay with customizing and doing clothes and, you know, painting the lids, changing out the eye chips, which is something that you can do. I'm okay doing that, but in terms of full mechanical, rendering them, how do I say this? Like rendering them inoperable with the mechanics. Like if they work, I don't want to make it so that they never work. Does that make sense? So, and if I'm going to make a long Furby, it's going to be a faceplate probably that I make or whatnot. I know. Is this deep knowledge recent or you've always researched them? I would say it's pretty, I knew about the Furby fandom in the, in its early stages. I have a Furby with legs tattoo. Like this is my only tattoo. Just to prove, just put that in your brain for a second. Here, I'll show you guys better. if you've never seen it. Yeah, so I'm not fucking around. Is basically what I mean. But I would say this knowledge in terms of like the secret places to get them, the secret places to get them in bulk, the groups that I'm in to sell them back and forth and trade, that is new. That is new because of the friggin' pandemic. I'm bored out of my mind and I have government money just sitting. So I'm like, fuck it. Let's spend Daddy Trudeau's money because, like, why not? But no, I have adult money now, so I feel like I can invest something into a collection. I've always loved Furbies. It's my favorite childhood toy. So to me, I relate this sort of collection and excitement and knowledge and the quest for knowledge and the quest for, I don't know, the hunt of trying to find them and I want to say obsession because I don't like that word personally, but yeah, the collection, the thrill that it brings me, the happiness that it brings me to have this knowledge, the research put in, it stems from my childhood memories, like my good childhood memories. And so I'm like, well, why wouldn't I do that? I would equate it the same way as, you know, I have grown 40-year-old friends who collect Star Wars action figures or lightsabers or, you know, you get really into Doctor Who or Mutant Ninja Turtles or fuck, I don't know, like any other fandom, right? I find a lot of the times when something you love as a child, when you can still love it as an adult, it turns into a collection and I don't know, that's kind of how it started. So I have boba, so forgive me. Anywho, so yeah. So those are 2 out of here. This one's eyelashes are really nice, so that's nice. But it is fucking filthy. So this one is getting washed, and I would be stay tuned for this one because I'm gonna be very curious about how clean I can get this one because this one is dingy. All right. Okay, so we have 3 more. Next comment in, I'll open that one. It's all gonna get opened. But yeah, I get it. I collect Polly Pockets, right? Polly Pockets. I ate so many of those as a kid. Like, I'm concerned that there's like a tiny Polly Pocket person. Top one? All right. I'm concerned that there's a tiny Polly Pocket person just forever embedded in my small intestine. All right, let's open this one up. I'll try to do this so you guys get a peek at the same time I do. Ooh, okay. This one is a rare Furby. It is dirty. I knew this buying this. I knew this was in the box. This one is in rough shape, like pretty rough shape. But this is a Millennium Furby. So I mostly wanted this for modding purposes. This one is one of the dirtiest Furbies I've ever gotten. I'm not gonna lie. Oh yeah. Okay. Oh, I forgot to. I checked its eye color, but the eye color is blue. His eyeballs are a little loose, but I have to try to turn him on and see if his eyes are gonna move back up. He's missing some eyelashes, and he is. You can see the feet. He is dirty. So this one was definitely played with, loved by a child. Also missing the tag. Now, I would have loved the tag, and here's why. This Furby, how many were made? So there was 50,000 of these made. So this one is a more rare one. So I would have liked the tag, but I'm okay having not the tag because I'm not looking to resell this one. I bought him knowing that he was a fucking disaster. This one is a sad story that I needed to have just because he's quite sad. And I also got this one pretty inexpensive because it's missing the tag, it's missing eyelashes, it probably doesn't work. So yeah. But I love his coloring. I think he's so cool. I'm gonna get him cleaned up. I'm gonna get him like fluffed up. To put in perspective, this is one that I have cleaned and fluffed. Look at the difference. Oh God. So yeah, he's in rough shape. But there's nothing a little care. You know, I dedicate a whole day and making it look nice and good. So his eyelids are scratched up, like it's a disaster millennium Furby. Yeah, exactly. It's a fucking disaster. No, this one is a fucking disaster. He's like cruddy. Like he's covered in some kids crud there. The ears are, look at the crud on the back. Oh God. But the reason why I had to have this one is because it reminds me of Y2K. Yeah, this is so obviously this one was released in 1999. Yeah. Keep in mind I'm 32. It was my birthday a couple days ago. So if you're wondering why all these Furbies, also my birthday. I just turned 32. And so I was 10 years old, 11 years old, 10. I was 10 years old when Y2K was a thing. And I was, I've told this story before, but on Twitch, I think. I was basically in a, not a cult, but a religious group of, I thought they were Mennonite. I asked my mom about this actually recently. They're not Mennonite. They were Pentecostal Christian, which I grew up as. I'm no longer. And so for Y2K, I spent my Y2K at a Christian a Christian ranch. This is going to sound so messed up, but I need to just explain this story. It was a Christian ranch run by this guy, Pastor Tubby. Yes, Pastor Tubby. By the way, this Furby's name is Tubby. There's no other. Anyway, he's a really nice man. He married my mom, and like he's really friendly and stuff. And they still own this Christian camp that you can send your kids to. I don't know the ins and outs of it. I'm not gonna. Anyway, they were nice people from what I remember. I'm not gonna say anything more about that because I don't know more. But anyway, long story short, I spent my Y2K holding hands at a table of Christian Mennonite, like to say they were Mennonite because they were very close to that. Extremely like all the girls wore long skirts. Like it's very, very cultish. Okay. We literally held hands and prayed because we thought we were getting raptured. That's not a joke. And so at some point, Pastor Tubby is praying and praying and praying. He's going on and on about like, you know, like if the new millennium brings the rapture, like at least we're all together under God and all that stuff. And at some point, my stepdad just goes, well, it's 12:04, so I think we're fine. Funniest moment of my childhood. And then like as a child, we were thrilled because we got to stay up late. And we immediately went, okay, well, I guess we're not getting raptured, so let's go out on the horses. And we did like a moonlight horse carriage ride through like the ranch and stuff. It's pretty fun. But I always tell people, I said, yeah, I spent my Y2K trying not to get raptured. So there's that. Thank you. Happy belated birthday. Thank you. So his name is Pastor Tubby, or Tubby. That's his name. Because it just reminds me of, it's one of the funniest stories I tell people. And they're like, wait, Natasha, that's kind of messed up. I'm like, no, it's not. I promise you it's not. It's pretty funny. So this is Millennium Furby. He definitely needs a bath. He is going to be made into soup. He is dirty as well. A fucking disaster. Okay. Okay, we have 2 Furbies left. It's going to be left or right. Oh boy. Whichever one you want me to pick, I will pick it. And we will unwrap it together. Oh, this is so funny. He looks like he just experienced 2020. I love that comment. Left. This one? Left? Okay. Y'all just agreed on left. It's hot in this room, so if I'm like 1,000 degrees. All right. Let's see what we got here. Ooh, there we are. All right. This one, let me get its ears. This one's looking a little bit more clean. The tag is definitely in like brand new shape. That is a pretty perfected tag. So this one I can imagine was never really played with. The tag is on there. Other than just kind of basic grime, looks very clean. Cleaner than the other ones. This one is a, double check. This one is a koala from Generation 5. So let us take a look. Yeah, here we go. That is a koala from Generation 5. It says the koala Furby has gray body fur, it has a black stomach fur, and a white mane. The faceplate is gray. It has black feet, white ear insides, gray ear backs, and black eyelashes. Cute. Okay. Let's go back to this. So he is this one from Generation 5 and is actually the first of Generation 5 that I've collected so far. There might be some in the mail, but the first one that I have physically from Generation 5 is the koala. Yeah, the black belly is really cute. That's actually the first one that I have that has the black belly. I have the full black ones, which are these ones back here. And then it has the tag on the side, the really nice tag on it. So this one's in good quality. Doesn't smell too bad. Doesn't smell too bad. Smells good. And then here's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping for blue eyes. Brown would look good. Gray would look really good. Green would be ideal. So, okay. Are you ready? Gray. Gray? Yeah. Okay. So that actually works so well with that color. So a second it looked blue, but these are gray. I'll show you blue. Blue are these ones. It's very obviously blue. That works. It looks so cute, right? Eyelashes are in perfect condition. This one I will still wash because the ears are a little grody. The bane is a little yellowed, but I mean, this is what I would consider a really good quality out of box Furby. Like, you know, good quality. And then there's this guy, you know. How many Furbies do you have? When all of them come in the mail, I want to say close to 28. I thought for a second that I had 32. Like I just fucking went crazy and bought 32 for my 32nd birthday. But I think it's close to 28. Listen, things happen. Manic episodes happen, and I don't want to talk about it. I would encourage you from telling me that you found Furbies for a good price because you are enabling me. You are enabling me. Don't be an enabler. I'm just kidding. I mostly buy within Canada too, so it saves me on shipping price. Is the eye color random? In his tag, he has brown eyes. Yes. So the eye colors for Furbies are pretty random. So in general, you got, let's see if I have options to show you. I do, I have a couple here. So, you know, this one is obviously blue. Then you have green. This one is gray. And brown. So those are the 4 main colors. I'm trying to take a look here. Yeah, so those are the 4 main colors. So really any Furby that you get of any variety could have those 4 eye colors. So sometimes people will, like, you can get a rare, I don't know, this one is, I don't know, how do I describe this? So you can get this one, which is a zebra, but it could have brown eyes, green eyes, blue eyes, or gray. So it all changes depending on whatever Furby. I don't know. They just randomly put them in there. There's really no rhyme or reason. A couple Furbies of the rarer varieties, so ones like the Autumn Witch one, they'll all have brown eyes. The Angel Furbies, some of them will have purple. If you ever see a Furby with purple eyes, you send that to me. You link me. You tag me on Twitter, okay? Because those ones are super rare. Okay. So yeah, he's definitely in very, very good shape. This one is beautiful. Super handsome. I don't have names for them yet. I will eventually. Just to recap, if you're just coming in here, these are the 6 Furbies I unwrapped today. So we have this little baby. Babies are smaller than regular Furbies. They came out a little bit later. So they're tiny. But they're very cute. Like they're small. This one is wearing pants. I put pants on this one today. I mean, like, how dare you say these are creepy? Like, how actually dare you? when this exists, you know? I think they're charmingly adorable, you know? I love them. Yeah, the Furby babies are little, like, I don't know, they are just like a little chunky baby. Like, they're just more chunky. I don't know how else to describe it. They're so sweet. They're so sweet. Okay. All right, so to recap, in the Furby baby variety, I have unboxed today a baby blue with brown eyes. Very cute. Also a peachy with gray eyes. Gray? Yeah, with gray eyes. Very cute. I don't know what I want to do with this one yet. Then we unboxed, let me see. We unboxed a leopard that needs a little bit of help. Also, his peefs are very big. Needs a little eyelash help. Looks a little drunk. Then we uncovered a very dirty zebra. Very dirty zebra boy. Then we have a absolute disaster of this Millennium Furby. Just a wreck. And also a koala, which is very nice. This is the nicest one. Okay, so we have this last one. I'm realizing my desk has 10 Furbies on it right now, and I'm like, Natasha, are you okay? No, the answer is no. All right, so this is the... Yeah, I'll try my best. I'll put them on like a book or something in a second, just to show you what they look like. Okay, so this is the last one. I don't want to drop this. I'm holding on to the back. There we go. So, whoever said there's an animal theme in this one was definitely right. Because this is a no, sorry, I'm wrong. This is a lizard Furby. This is a Generation 5 lizard Furby. Love the color, love the pattern. Get his ears kind of floofed up. There we go, looking a little better there. Just already. Smells okay, doesn't look too bad. This one has the tag on the side, which is really nice. Also has a pretty good tag on the side as well. And we don't know what color eyes. Now, I would love, 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 love. I would love this to have green eyes. I think it would look spectacular with green eyes. Also, brown eyes would be really cute. So I'm nervous because I don't actually remember. Take your guesses. I don't know. I'm not sure. All right, let's find out because I'm too stressed. Ooh, blue. Blue is a good color for that one. Yeah, this one's cute. Keep in mind, I will probably pop their eyeballs out anyway at some point, but and change this one into like lizard. But yeah, so this one's really cute. Very clean. Doesn't smell too bad. I'm still gonna wash them all, but this one is definitely super clean. So this is a nicer one too. These ones are really nice quality. Like I said, that one, not so much. But these ones, yeah. So that's it. Those are the Furbies I unboxed today. Don't worry, I still have 9 more in the mail coming from Mexico. Please tell me you read to them. Oh, I talk to them all the time. I carry them around. Like there's always one in my purse. Like it's kind of a thing. Oh yeah, so somebody wanted me to show you what it looks like beside each other. I'm gonna put them on this canvas. What's a good way to show you? It's a regular size Furby. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. And that is a Furby baby. So they're like I almost can, like when I go to grab them with my hand, like that's how I really can tell. Like that's where my hand is. And this one I can kind of, you know, like that's how big they are, faceplate wise. So. Farty boy, please let me Farty boy in your purse. Today it was this boy that I bought a bathing suit for. So now it has a bathing suit. It's actually a plan for a different Furby, but yeah. But anyway, that's how big they are. This one is my pride and joy. Keep in mind that I haven't sewn the ears back on for most of them, so if the ears fall off, don't be concerned. They just need to be stitched back in there. But this one is a crystal baby, super rare, and it came new in a box, never been opened. I put batteries in her, and she is mute, which is sad, but it happens. So now my question is, I've been on for an hour. Would you guys like to watch me attempt to skin one live? Because I can. What does Jeff think of your Furby collection? I don't want to just completely correct you, but I will, just while some people here. He spells his name with a G-E, so he is a Geoff. Yes, of course. Okay. I'm going to do this one first because this one is really dirty. So I'll show you how I do it. Because there's a couple of steps. And I will put this in a video eventually, but there are definitely steps. Hello, if anybody who's coming in. I have just unboxed 7 new Furbies. I have dumped a bunch of information. So if you have any questions about Furbies whatsoever, this is not me talking about books today. It's going to be me just talking about Furbies. Yes, I skin them to wash the fur. Yep, that's exactly what I do. There's also some other reasons why I skin them, which I'll show you as I skin them. It's to check the mechanics, and it's to check to see if I can do Furby necromancy and bring them back to life. So, sent you a DM. Twitter? Are my DMs open on Twitter? I feel like they probably are. That sentence out of context would be wild. Oh, yeah. Yes, but I do skin them to wash the fur. So, first things first. This is going to be an interesting thing because I have to kind of do it at this angle because normally it'd be down on my desk. So forgive me if anything is out of shot, out of sight. I'm gonna lower this a little bit. Can you please explain how you played with them as a child? Was it imaginative role play? Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. I imagine at some point, I'm gonna take my Apple Watch off which I typically do when I mess around with stuff. I don't want my watch to get fucked up. Yeah, so like I must have watched a commercial about them and just my mind went crazy as a child. Excuse me, as a child. So I made like my own little Furby bed out of like a what's it called? Like an orange container, nectarine container. You know those little wooden boxes? I made my own little Furby bed. I made its own little pillows and blankets. I made a chalkboard with all the alphabet because I was convinced that I could teach it how to speak. Insane, I know, but I was 9, so like forgive me. And then played the fuck out of them as a child. Yeah. Okay, so first things you want to do when you go to skin a Furby, there's a couple tools you'll need. I use cuticle nippers, but any sort of pliers or snippy snips. You need some scissors or some snip snips. This is my like holy grail little tools, like a cuticle nipper. I also have an X-Acto knife. I have 3 different sizes of screwdrivers. Grab a bunch of them. I don't know how else to describe that. And that's pretty much it, because I've done this 10 times now. So there's ways to go about it. So in Furby ears, you want to be very careful of one main thing when you go to skin a Furby. They have ear bones. Here, I'll show you on this one. They have these, which are ear bones. This is plastic, but it can break. I have yet to have one break, but they can break, and they're a little bit more delicate than anything else. So you want to just be really, really, really mindful of the ear bones. That's the only thing that I would say just be careful with. On Furbies, they are stitched. There's a little hole in the ear bones, and that's what keeps this fabric on. It's super simple. So the first thing I always do is I find the little stitching, and I cut that because you can always just sew that back in. Super simple, see? So now we've disconnected the ear from the ear bone. So let's snip the thing there. The ear bones are free. Then this one has a tag on it. It's in pretty rough shape, but I'm still going to be careful to take it off. And I just snip it and keep that aside. So from there, we have some interesting things to do. In all Furbies, around the base, what keeps the skin on is actually a zip tie that's tied all around the inside of this fabric. And so what you want to do is right at the base, right here, there's actually the head of the zip tie. Does that make sense? I hope you know what I mean when I say that. Do I have one out here? I do. So this is what it looks like on the inside. And this is what keeps the Furby skin on like that. So basically the head of the zip tie, you should be able to feel that with your fingers at the base, and it'd be like right here. So what I do, and again, you can sew this back up, but I cut like 1 or 2 little stitches at the bottom, and I just snip those. And what it does is it gives me access to that zip tie. And then that's when you want to take your little nippers and very carefully try not to pierce the fabric. But you want to go in beside that, and it takes a little bit of pressure to try to find where the zip tie is. But you want to just snip the zip tie. Normally it makes like a popping noise. Yeah, there you go. So I've just went ahead and cut that zip tie. And so now you pull that out like so. And then the skin is actually pretty loose from there. Okay, so then as the skin is loose, what I do is I flip the little feet kind of back. It's hard to show you because normally I do it with this is on a table, but you slide it up. Yeah, you guys are gonna see a naked Furby here in a second. There you go. At some point you can tell that you're able to flip the skin, you know, inside out. There you go. This is where I like to get it to. Okay. Now you're going to see a couple things depending on the generation of Furby and just sort of how it was made, whatever. You're going to find a few things. You might find a patch of like little yellow, like spongy stuff. It's going to cover up a speaker. It's your option whether or not you want to leave that there. If I'm opening up a Furby, I take that off. Another thing you're going to see in this is how the faceplate is attached, which is what I'm looking at right now. This one is kind of a mess, to be honest. They're all a little different, and it's a little bit troubling. So you're going to see a couple things. In some of them, there are screws holding the faceplate on. Typically, it's right here and here. You just need a screwdriver, screw those off. This one seems to be caked in glue. That's another thing you'll notice. Some of them have like one spot of glue. Some of them have an entire like warehouse full of fucking glue sticking it together. I don't know why. This one is glue, which leads me to believe I should be able to just not hurt my finger. Pop the faceplate off because it's not screwed in. So that's what I'm gonna do. Because it doesn't appear to be. Yeah, this one is just glued on. Okay, cool. Some of them are easier than others. So I just put a little bit of pressure and you can see the faceplate's coming off a little bit. But I don't want to just rip it because you might damage the top faceplate. So there's a process to this. So now that that faceplate is a little bit removed, you're going to work on the ear holes. Now, this is really interesting. There's sort of a hook underneath the ear. And what you want to do, I don't know how else to fucking describe this. Once you do it once, you'll know. But you basically pull the fur down and lift up, and it sort of unhinges it from this hook. Sometimes this all around the ear, again, is a place where it is caked with glue. So some of them are really hard to get off. I believe in you. You can get it off, okay? So I just make sure that the glue is pulled away from the top. This is glued in a bunch of different spots. You can kind of feel it with your finger. Okay, so we did one side. So again, this side, I stick my thumb in underneath, find where the little hole for the ear is, which is right here, pull down and up, and it unhooks it. Sometimes, like I said, it's glued the fuck on there. It depends on the Furby. This one has like no glue on this part, but a ton on the faceplate. They're all different. I don't know why. But if you do more than one, you'll know. And then from there, I just like to kind of feel around with my finger where else it's attached. I think I'm good to go to just move the faceplate. The faceplate for mine right there, you can see that's just glue. So I can kind of poke that off. And you can see there's more glue on the side, so I just pop that off. And all around the side, there's just a shit ton, like a shit ton of glue. So for this Furby in particular, if I wanted the faceplate back on, you can see the string of glue that I like peeled off of there. It's just hot glue. That's all it is. This one wasn't even clipped in. It wasn't screwed in. It was just hot glued in. So if I ever wanted to put the faceplate tight back on this one, I would have to hot glue it back on. So just keep that in mind depending on your Furby. I can show you on this crystal one if you want. That's kind of what it looks like. See, for the crystal one, yeah, you can, I don't re-glue the faceplate. This is actually the first Furby I've had that the faceplate is just glued on. So I might have to. So see this crystal one, when you lift the skin up, there's a screw, oops, there's a screw right there and a screw on the other side. It actually screws the faceplate on. And then there's a clip on the top that you kind of have to clip it on, put the faceplate down, and then screw it in. So just be mindful of that. If you are looking to skin a Furby and clean it, if you run into any issues at all, message me on Twitter. I will answer within, I don't know, a day or two. Okay. They're pretty resilient. These things are hard plastic. They're pretty resilient. The only thing that I would say be careful of, the eyelashes and obviously the ear bones. I say ear bones. But this is the one that I just de-skinned. And I'm going to peel the glue off because why not? Just get rid of it. And then this is what a naked Furby looks like. So you have a couple things to kind of look at if you've never seen one of these before. This is where I understand people are like, that's really creepy. I get it. I get it. But I think they're really charming. So anyway. So now there's some things that I look at. There is this sensor in the back. This will, it kind of makes it when you hug the Furby. This is a little sensor pad. There's also this one in the front. Then you have your beak and tongue. This does move up and down. Eyelashes move up and down. Sometimes the eyes move up and down too. One thing I will point out, if the bottom of your Furby is doing this, it basically means that it is not in a, it's in a reset position. So if you were to stick batteries in it while this is loose, typically it's not going to come on. Okay. Now, would you guys like to see if this one works? Because I'm going to attempt to turn this one on. I might not do all 5 of them on camera because as you can see, it takes a while. But another thing that if you are looking to buy a Furby and have it talk and have it work, be sure to check with the seller, whether it's in the posting or whatnot. If you see one out in a Value Village, take a screwdriver with you if you're going to go Furby hunting or something, I don't know. Check the bottom, make sure there's not batteries in there that's exploded. A lot of the times people kept batteries in them for years. Sometimes these get corroded, which sucks. There's ways to fix that. I've done it to one, so but we're going to pop some batteries in it and see if this one works. And if I have to do necromancy, I will. So if it works, I should be able to close that and it would start talking. So it's obviously is not saying anything right now. Quickly, I am going to press, there's a reset button on the bottom, like right there. I press and hold that. Motor's not doing anything for this one, so that tells me in order for it to talk, I have to open it up. So they are, for this one, there's 4 screws. So there's going to be a screw right here, right there, another one right there, and then one up at the top here. So we're gonna take the screws out, which might take me longer than you think. So feel free to ask questions while I do this, because this might take me a minute or two. Because sometimes these little screws are a real pain in the fucking ass. They haven't been moved in 20 years, so it's kind of a pain in the ass to get them out. Also, keep them aside in like a dish or something so you don't lose them. Yes, is it alive? I don't know. We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out. I'm gonna see if this one's alive, and then I'll talk to you about what I use to wash the skins and some tips and tricks. Okay, one screw out. That one's not gonna come out easily. Great. Love that for me. I'll be honest, sometimes I really have to wedge my screwdriver in there or make the hole a little bit bigger to get my screwdriver in there, which is fine. No one's going to see this anyway. And if you were to sell them, people aren't going to care about how the hell you got the screws out. They just care that it works. So why Furbies? It's my favorite childhood toy, and it holds really, really, really good memories for me. So it's I equate it to people who collect, you know, baseball cards, or they collect Pokemon cards, or anything like that. Anything that brings you, a lot of, again, you don't want to lose those little screws and try to put them somewhere. You're not going to lose them. You know. When I woke up today, I did not think I'd be so memorized by Furby skinning videos. It's so relaxing to watch. Leave Natasha to give us what we don't know we need. Listen, this is what happens when you are friends with a bored creative person. Yeah, I was supposed to read like 4 books in the next like 2 days. Today's what, the 20? Is today the 26th? I don't fucking know. I don't even fucking know. I'm supposed to read literally like 4 books in 2 days. But here we are. Not doing that. Oops. This screw is fucking really stuck in there. Is it screwing out at all? Hello? I'm hoping I can just pull that screw out, but we'll see. Oh, yeah, there we go. There goes the screw for that one. Okay, so this is the last screw up at the top. My giraffe has an open mouth. Could it be jammed beyond repair or worth skinning? So it's stuck with an open mouth, like this one, like that. So I'm going to try to fix this question. I'm going to look for your response to that before I move on, before I explain it. Yeah, I also dug Beanie Babies too, but Beanie Babies kind of passed for me, at least. Yes, open like that. Okay, I'm going to show you in a second when I open this up, if you want the mouth to be closed, what you can do. Because what I actually did was make the mouth like this in mine, and I'll show you how you can do that. So yeah, you can skin it if you want the mouth closed. I'll show you the exact steps on how to do that. Obviously, you want to get it to this point. So. I don't know why, but ear bones are so cute to me. Yeah, me too. I like that term. Were you able to do anything for your birthday? I kind of just chilled the fuck out. And it's weird. I got everything to make myself a tiny like cake, and I ended up just eating the icing with a spoon instead. So. And I bought Furbies. So. I'm supposed to read today, yet here we are considering how many Furbies I want to buy. Exactly. Exactly. This is fascinating. I love that Furbies make you so happy. It really does. It really does. Thank you for allowing me to share my weird hobby. I looked up some of my childhood Beanie Babies to see if I could get them for cheap. I don't know if people still think they're worth a lot or they actually are. I don't think they are. So you might be able to actually get Beanie Babies from your childhood for pretty inexpensively. So I don't know, might want to try them out. Okay. So now that this is removed, I almost never remove this side. This side isn't important to us unless you are doing very intense mechanical, like whipping out a soldering gun, all that bullshit. I leave this side on, I don't bother. So then what I do is I hold on to this. This piece will fall out. When you move that, don't be concerned. So you want to delicately take that off. Now, right on the inside, I don't know how well you can see, there's a little speaker there. So it comes out. I can't really show you because I gotta get my fingers in there. But there's a speaker. You just want to gently pull it out. And then when you go to take this off, you just want to make sure that the ear bone comes out, okay? And that's the little speaker there that goes into that speaker hole. This piece comes out. Don't be alarmed. Just put this down with your little screws for later, and you can put that whole piece with your screws, okay? So then now this is what it looks like on the inside, okay? This one's going to be really hard to show you what I'm looking at and what I'm looking for, but I hope that it makes sense to you. So if you look here, there's some mechanics that you can kind of take a peek at. This is sort of the mechanics for getting the ears to move, this big wheel. In behind that is the motor, and that's what you're trying to access. These things are pretty rudimentary, like I'm not going to lie. And so we're going to try, fingers crossed, live Furby necromancy right here. So what I do is I take a small screwdriver. This is going to be really hard to see. So I'm hoping, I don't know, maybe I'll whip out the flashlight on my phone. Because this is a black Furby, it's going to be really hard to see. Okay, right there. Do you guys see, sorry, I hate to call you guys. Do you folks see that tiny gear right there? Hello, I'm still live. Do you see that tiny gear right there? That is what is going to jumpstart the motor. So what you want to do is you want to turn that, but you want to turn it towards this side. Like turn it that way, not towards this way, this way. Listen, don't ask me how I know this, but it's just, I know this. So that tiny,
hand?
Huh?
Need a hand?
Yeah, kind of, actually. If you want to hold this.
Okay.
Hold it like up close to this.
The disembodied arm coming to help you.
So yeah, that tiny little screw or wheel right in there, sort of a horizontal bunch of gears. That is what you're going to turn.
Where's the camera? It's over
no,
here.
Hold on.
Can I show you?
Right there.
Where?
Yeah, right there. Okay. That is what you're going to turn, but you don't want it. You want to turn it towards, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Right under the beak there.
Yes.
You can see the gear.
Yeah. So you want to turn that towards the beak, and that should, hopefully, fingers crossed, always put a new pair of batteries. These batteries are a little old. It should jumpstart the Furby motor. Now, there's some of them, this has worked right away. And some of these, I've done it for like 15 minutes. So we'll see if this works.
While you're doing that, how do I look? Fresh and clean.
Yeah, she looked very cute.
Looks good?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I gave myself a haircut.
Now,
You talking to me?
no, I'm just laughing. I'm just laughing at myself.
Okay.
This one clearly is going through a little bit more issues. Now, your question with the open mouth. Moving this wheel will take it through its full cycle and in hopes maybe jumpstart the motor. But if you want the mouth to close or open, you guys are going to see as I turn this, it takes a while. The Furby's mouth will open this way because what you're doing is you are slowly moving it. Very slowly. And to be honest, if this is the only Furby out of 11 that doesn't work, I'm going to be real pissed because I'm doing this live. So, just got to be patient. in hopes that it works. And it works. Now you can do this without batteries in it to get the mouth to move.
Has another one graced us from the land of the Furby dead?
Another one had the necromancy. This one sounds good.
If I wake up one morning and just all of your Furbies start chattering all at once in here, I'm leaving. This house is haunted.
You do understand that I literally need like 70 batteries, right? To get them to all work at the same time. I'm wondering if that should be a YouTube video where I just turn them all on at the same time. That would be fucking hilarious. But I need like a industrial sized pack of batteries.
Costco.
What?
I said Costco.
Yeah, maybe. Did you just hear that? Like it has like a chuckle to it.
Can I never see your thing?
Yeah.
Your flashlight's still on.
Oh, I'm so sweaty in this room. It's hot in here. So as you can,
your flashlight's still on.
Oh, my flashlight from my phone's on. Thank you.
Do you want to open your window a bit?
No, it's okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So this one works, and his voice works, which is pretty good. And one thing you might notice when you go to open it up, and you do this, and it does start talking. Sometimes it will talk. It'll say blah blah. Sometimes it'll just immediately say, "Hi, I'm Coco," or whatever the fuck, and it'll go right back to sleep. There's a way around that. Basically, what you want to do is you want to hold down its tongue, flip it upside down, and almost bump it a couple times on the bottom, and then flip it back. And that might get it out of the loop. There's ways around. If your Furby's stuck in a loop where it just goes back to sleep, sometimes it's called sleepy bitch syndrome in the Furby community, and there's ways to try to fix it. But yeah, so I'm actually going to reset this one, which is just the reset it on. Shut up for a second. Yeah, so this one works fine. This one works fine, yep. Sometimes the sensor on the there's a couple sensors. Sometimes the light sensor at the top doesn't work. So that's a test you can do. Excuse me. And then obviously you want to make sure the tongue sensor works. No like. Does not like right now. Am I dying? My screen. Hello? Did my screen just die? No, okay, we're good. And then obviously the tummy one. Tickles. You can flip them upside down. Sometimes they'll just. Okay, so that works. So then once it's alive and this thing is off, what you want to do is let it go back to sleep, which is just means putting it away for a second. So that's going to bring me to, I'll show you what it sounds like when they go to sleep. But what you want to do, your Furby will go like, it'll snore and then go to sleep. It'll close its eyes and it'll sort of raise up on that back sort of pad on the bottom. And eventually it will go to sleep and that'll raise up. Then what you want to do, which will hopefully this one won't take too long to go back to sleep. Some of them take fucking forever. Some of them go back to sleep right away. What you do then is you pick it up very gently, unscrew that thing in the bottom, like the bottom battery pack, let that fall open, take 3 of the batteries out. And then from there, you know this Furby works. When you put the batteries back in and close it again, it'll go right back to that instead of having to turn that little wheel again. In theory, that's what works. Okay. So we have necromanced another Furby from the dead. Keep in mind, all of these fucking 7 that I have here were sold to me saying they don't work. A lot of the time, sellers won't go through this whole process of skinning it, turning that little wheel, opening it up. It's a pain in the ass. It takes forever. A lot of times people just put batteries in the bottom. You all saw when I put batteries on the bottom, it didn't come alive. I flipped it upside down. I pressed reset button. It didn't come alive. Do not assume your Furby is dead until you've tried this method. That's all. That's Furby necromancy 101. Let me just leave that there for now. Sorry, my room is a kind of a mess. I also don't want you to look at my titties, but we'll leave them there. I hope it doesn't fall off the desk. So now you have this soulless husk of dirty Furby skin. I'm going to tell you how I wash it. Please keep in mind, okay? Obviously, the tufts on the top, whether it's the tuft in the base or the full mane, whatever it's called, whatever you got working with, it's plastic, okay? So you don't want to expose it to extreme heat. You don't want to blow dry it with heat. For the love of God, and I cannot stress this enough, do not put the skins in the dryer, okay? Do not do it. Don't do it. It will fuck up your Furby skin. It will melt it, okay? Horrifying. Don't do it. I don't wish that on anyone. He's getting more tired now. Are they gremlins? No. There are some gremlin Furbies, though. They definitely look like some. These are just the regular 1998 Furbies. Sent to DM, purple-eyed Royal Majesty Furby. Okay. I will always accept DMs for Furbies. Do not get upset if you find a posting and you're like, hey, this is a good price and they ship to Canada, send it to Natasha. Please do. If you find one really cheap, let me know. But please keep in mind, I spent like $2,000 on Furbies in the last month. So if I say thank you so much for sharing and I don't go, oh my God, I'm going to buy that immediately, please know it's because I have a mortgage to pay. So I will always encourage you guys to share with me Furby stuff, but yeah, cool. I might not buy everyone you send me because I can't. This one will not go to sleep. Anyway, so this is the dirty Furby skin. What I do is I put them in sort of, I don't want to say hot water, but warm water with a bunch of the yellow Johnson & Johnson baby shampoo. It's what I use to wash my makeup brushes. It's what I've used for years to wash makeup brushes, okay? It's gentle on my skin. It doesn't break me out, so that's why I use it. People think I probably have 6 babies because I buy this shit all the time. But I use that. I put it in a little Tupperware container, and I let the skins just soak there. This one is especially dirty. Might want to do it a couple times. I will share on Twitter what the soup for this one looks like. All of them are really dirty. I wash them one at a time because this is kind of a weird thing. I like to see just how filthy they are. For example, my childhood Furbies, that black one up there, my family smoked. I didn't think it's a black Furby. You can't tell how dirty it is. At least when you look at this, you're like, oh God, this is not white. I'm aware of that. But my black, disgusting. The dirtiest one out of all 10 that I've received, even from other people's random houses and whatnot, gross. Okay? And in the community, Furby community, we call it soup or we call it tea because we're steeping them. It's really gross, I know. But when we say like, ooh, that made some spicy soup, then that's like, it's fucking disgusting. How much dirt came out of this. So anyway, that's what I do. I let it soak in there first. There it is. Oh. Almost went to sleep. Very close. Almost went to sleep. Just build a house out of Furbies, forget the mortgage. Yeah, right. I have books to buy. Yeah, so I let it soak in there for a little while. Then I take literal just the baby shampoo in my hands and I rub it through the fur, really kind of like smush it in there. You know, just try to be careful of the ears, I would say, because these are just sewn on, you know. You can sew them on back like easily. I haven't had any come off, but just be careful with that. I really get, there we go. So I'll show you what it does. Okay, so see how it kind of sat in that upright position, eyes closed, mouth closed? Your Furby is now asleep, okay? If you walk away and you leave the batteries in, it will come back alive. That is how you get those horror stories of people like, I put it in a closet and it just went back alive at 3 a.m. That's why I didn't take the batteries out. Like, yeah, of course, it's going to come back alive eventually if you don't take the freaking batteries out. So what you do from here, very carefully, pick it up. Don't tilt it upside down. You want to loosen the screw on the bottom. And you pop open, if I can, pop open the battery compartment like so, and take at least one battery out. Okay, I'm taking 3 out because I only have a certain number of batteries in my house. I need to get more batteries. And I want to try to test as many of these as I can today. So yeah, so I leave one in there. Don't make sure you don't leave batteries in stuff too long, especially if you're not planning on playing with them, because batteries can explode. So just be careful. But yeah, that is an alive Furby. From here, you can, you know, I leave the eyes back open. The eyes are at a neutral gaze. I don't know what the word is. And the mouth is shut. Now, if I wanted the mouth to be open, you take the batteries out, you can turn that little wheel, and you can set the mouth to be at certain positions. Another thing you can do if you want the mouth to be super open is you can turn it on. If it works, just keep that battery pack shut enough so that the Furby can talk. Right as it gets to like an expressive mouth open thing, pull the battery pack down, and it'll freeze it in that position. That's what I did with this one because I think she's just so cute with her little mouth open. That's all. So that's what you do. And then from here, I put this back on. So first thing you want to do is put the little speaker back in the side. There's a little hole there. I don't know how well you guys can see that. It's right there. That's where the speaker goes. So you want to make sure that's not just floating around. Push that back in there. Then you want to put the Furby ear bone back in the little hole up on the top, and then sort of line this up. Before you forget, before you forget what you're doing, you have this back piece, right? There you go. So that back piece goes right here. One thing to be really mindful of, it's always the longer piece at the top, and then the shorter piece at the bottom, despite what you think. And you kind of want to just, I don't know how to show you guys this. You'll figure it out when it's in there. It kind of just fits in there. It's kind of fiddly, but there we go. And it's in there. What did I just click into? I got like 7 Furbies in the mail today, and we are testing to see if they work. And we're doing a little bit of Furby necromancy. So we skinned a Furby live. We're going to wash its skin later. Stay tuned. And yeah, we're doing some Furby necromancy. This is a hobby of mine, and that is not books. I apologize if you came here for books. It's my reading is odd, not my reading is nothing but books. So I forget. I will leave this video up too if you guys want to, but I will also have maybe another video more instructional, a little less chit-chatty about how I do all this. Not just for you guys, people who don't necessarily have Furbies, but also because I'm part of several Furby groups who probably want this information too. It's really helpful for people who want to do it. So now I'm just putting those 4 little screws back in carefully. I'm unfamiliar with Furbies. Do they not have an off switch? No, they do not. No, they do not. So it's batteries in or batteries out, baby. There's no off switch because that is the joy of, I just dropped that tiny screw. Of course I did. Okay, at least I found it. Okay. Oh, I'm so warm. I'm literally sweating to death in this office. You can see how red I am. It's middle of winter. It's freezing outside, but this office is 1,000 degrees. So yeah. Yeah, a lot of times toys made in the 90s and stuff like this, they just don't have off switches. They're like, your child needs to play with this forever. So yeah, that is Furby number 1. I am actually going to, if I can find a Post-it note, excuse me, anywhere. Nope, 0 Post-it notes on my desk. Oh yeah, okay, hold on. Oops. Okay. Why do you have to wait for them to go to sleep to take the batteries out? The reason is because I just jump started the motor, and if I just take the batteries out, a lot of the times what will happen is it will eventually just fall back to its reset thing. So I have to take all the skin off again. I have to turn the tiny thing again to get that motor jump started. Now that it's in, see before, here I'll show you. This Furby here, see how this base goes in and out? That means that the motor is not in an active spot and the gears aren't active. So chances are if I put batteries in this, it's not going to jump start. Whereas this one, this is hard in a sleep position. It's the way these are made. I can't explain it. But because this is in a sleep position now and it's slightly leaning forward like that, if I put batteries back in, it'll just kick back up, basically. So it's a way to ensure that you don't have to go through and do all that shit every time you want to play with it. Or turn it on, basically. So, yeah, that's that. But basically, I'm grabbing a Post-it note now because I need to remember which skin goes with which Furby, especially if I'm going to be de-skinning all of them. So this one is Zebra Furby, and I'll put works sound on because some of them I have are mute. You had the amazing blue and lime green one when I was a kid. Wouldn't shut up. My dad put it in the garage and I never saw it again. I think he smashed it. I will never forgive him. The blue and lime green one. Oh, so you had a kiwi? Did you have a kiwi? A kiwi? Because they are rare. So rest in peace, little buddy. That is upsetting. Or you might have had, no, it looks like you probably had a kiwi. Yeah, probably. Blue and green. Yeah, I would say that one. That's pretty much the kiwi. Oh, that's so upsetting. I had a toy as a kid. It was it was like a Bop It, but it was called, I don't know if anyone remembers this toy. It was called a brain warp. And it was like a Bop It, only it was like a color thing. I can't, hold on. Do I need to figure out? Hold on, I'll show you what a brain warp is. Oh, here we go. Oops. Have I been streaming for 2 hours? I could just sit here and do nothing. Natasha, what the fuck? Dude, I collect Furbies now. I collect Furbies, Chelsea. It's my hobby. It's my passion. This is a brain warp. Okay. And it was another one of my favorite toys at the same time period that was Furbies. And it was very loud. I'm not gonna lie. It was very, very loud. And so what you had to do, it was here, maybe I'll just leave that up here. What you had to do was there was this like man's voice in the thing, and it would be like, see, there's numbers on there and colors. So you're like green, orange, yellow, and you'd have to do it faster and faster. And for some reason, the one I had anyway, it couldn't say the letter 3. So instead of 3, it was like, well, instead of 33, it was RTE. So it's like, you have earned RTE points. And we used to make fun of that for like days. Anyway, my grandmother hated this fucking toy. And yeah, my grandmother fucking destroyed it. Like I used to leave, like I remember leaving it at my like family business. We had like a small business, and I left it there and came back and was like, ah, that's gone. And I haven't seen one since. So I'm convinced my grandmother, she's super nice, but she just hated this toy, threw it out. So yeah. I don't want to know how much one of these is on eBay right now because I probably will buy it. Anyway, back to Furbies. But yeah, anyway. I know a lot about Furbies. Yeah, they were really annoying. So yeah, I just leave a little thing, Zebra Furby Works sound on, and I'll put them over in my desk over here. And then we can de-skin another Furby if you guys would like to watch me de-skin another one. They're all gonna get washed. This Millennium Furby though is disgusting. But I don't know if its little thing is sewn on. It is. I don't know how I'm going to do this one. Let's give it a shot. Okay. Okay, now we can talk about books. We can talk about whatever now. Now that we've skinned one Furby, we can talk about books while I skin the other ones. I'm going to be here for maybe another like half hour. So just a reminder of the breakdown of how you do this. I'm going to print my computer down a little bit. You guys do not see my messy bed office, okay? You don't see it. Pretend you do not see it. So I use a cuticle nipper. You want to disconnect the ears from the ear bone. There's a little bit of thread there, or you can go in and underneath if you need to. You had a musical bird string puppet for a day, and it flew away apparently. Oh man. Yeah, but like, do parents not understand that like this shit, it's traumatizing? Like I remember that, and like my friggin' toy was just gone. Like the fuck? And plays into the reason why I'm childless by choice. Now this Furby content is everything. How's my reading going this month? Actually not that bad. I haven't read, I would say, no, that's a lie. I read 2 5-star things in the last like 2 days. Otherwise, most things were kind of averaging out at like a 3. And there wasn't anything that was like super outstanding. But I did read 2 5-star things. Hello, hello, I'm back. Hello, hello. We are de-skinning another Furby. This is the Millennium Furby, who is fucking gross. So we are going to, I don't know, deskin him. It's clear someone tried to get this open at some point, but never successfully did. Also, this one might be a little hard to open, but let's see. So again, I'm cutting the zip tie. There's a zip tie at the bottom, and you want to snip the zip tie. This is gonna, hold on, I have to put this down because this is gonna, I don't want to slip and stab myself in the hand. Just give me 1 second. Oh, geez. This one's like really tight, and I don't know how I'm going to get it open. I mean, I will. But parents are the worst sometimes. My dad sold my trampoline to some dudes who were working on our house, and I was like, what the fuck, dude? Yeah, parents are, I don't know. Like, I mean, you do what you got to do, but you can't keep every single one of your parents or your kids' toys. I know that as a 32-year-old. Like, I understand that. But, I mean, my God, take some pictures with it or something. Oh, there we go. That give me stress. I'm so sweaty. Maybe I should open a window in here. But it's like -1 outside. Fuck it. You just finished How to Fail at Flirting last night. I'm assuming that's like a contemporary romance of some sort. I actually don't know that book. All right, so pull the zip tie out of it. Toss out of time. That Furby has survived 21 years. Yeah, Millennium Furby, it kind of looks like it survived 21 years. Am I right? Okay, so this one's going to be a little different to skin because I can't remove this ribbon because it's sewn into the back. So I don't want to disturb that. So let's see what we're working with this one here. Okay, so this one is, let's get everything up and around. It's actually not that bad, I don't think. I should be able to get it off just fine. Okay. Okay, so I like to get it to there. So this one has 2 screws. Screw right there. Screw right there. So we're going to take those off. This is more what I'm familiar with. But like, but see how like there's glue holding this thing? That wasn't on the other one. Why is the glue there? I don't know. Like, I swear to God, people who made these were just like, I've been seeing you playing Stardew lately on Switch. Any plans to stream it? Yeah, I do. The reason is that I'm waiting is because, go figure, I don't know, have you played the 1.5 update yet? Because for me, my 1.5 is one of the like several people who, when you go to the new area, I don't know spoilers here for Stardew, but when you go to the new area, I experience a major glitch in the new area where my ground is just blue. And so I can't do what I need to do to progress forward in that area. Yeah, the blue fucking floor. And so I'm waiting kind of until that gets patched to start streaming Stardew and just start a new farm. Until then, I'm sort of playing my farm. So, yeah. I love Stardew, though. I decided I'm not going to go back there until the patch comes out. Yeah, that's basically what I'm doing. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I follow Concerned Ape to see for the update, so hopefully any day now, yeah. Okay, let's take these screws out and see what we're working with here. I'm not going to test this one for necromancy because I don't have enough batteries up here. was a weird sentence. Okay, so I took those out. This faceplate seems to just kind of click out. But again, you want to be very careful of, where's my ear bone? Ear bone? Uh-oh. Where are they? Okay, ear bone's stuck down. Okay, so pop the ear bone up. And I want to just get in. This one has a lot of glue. This one's going to be a little bit harder because the ear stuff is glued on there, but you kind of get your thumb in there and separate it a little bit. Oh God, this one, see, sometimes the ears are like really stuck in there. Okay, I don't know how else to describe this. So there's like holes for the ears, and then right under there, there's like a little clip. Here, I can show you on this one. Oh yeah, here. See this right there, that little clip? The fabric is actually underneath that. Sometimes it's glued under there though, so you really have to fucking like get in there. So that's what I'm trying to do right now. God. This one's got some glue. Okay, we're moving on to the other ear because I'm annoyed. Oh, my fingers hurt. How is this in here? Hello? Oh, there we go. You guys heard me kind of rip that one out. Sometimes a little bit of pressure. I didn't rip anything, I just ripped the glue off. So how you guys doing in Canada? Still in lockdown? Nothing's really changed. I'm back at work now, so that changed. I was in lockdown until the 16th of February, but I just came back this week. I took an extra week off. Oh my goodness, I can't. This one is really a pain in my ass. What is it stuck on? Okay, I have to go in. Sometimes there's so much glue under there, I kind of got to go in and like snip some out. Oh, I see. Okay, that's good. There we go. Okay. Yeah, okay. See how quickly that happens once you, but still, that is stuck on there with just so much glue. There we go. Do you see this? See all that? That's the difference, right? This is the one that we just skinned. No glue up around those ears at all. It came apart so easily. This one, on the other hand, look at that. So that's the kind of difference that you can deal with when you go to skin them. Some will be a real pain in the ass. So, and then this faceplate has the little clip I was mentioning earlier. So if you actually wanted to get the faceplate back on, you'd have to hook it up at the top like that and then screw it in from each side. So just a heads up on that. But now the skin is released. Ugh, so dirty. And this can go in my pile with this skin to be made into soup. Yeah, I've had one of them up here, I forget which one it was so much glue that I was like, and so like my fingers were like raw trying to like get in there and peel it off. Like it was just a mess. Like, look at it. All of that, that's the one I was having issue with, because you want this clip, you need to kind of like pull the fur down and move it up over this clip, and that just gets glued under there. So it's, I mean, I get it. It's meant to stay there. You're not meant to rip the skin off, which, I mean, fair. But like there's glue even like in this, which there doesn't need to be. That works just fine without it. So I don't know. How do you get the glue off? A little bit of scissors and just literally like that. It's just hot glue on plastic. It peels right off for the most part. The stuff up at the top, you could do not use acetone. Do not use acetone. Acetone melts plastic. It will fuck up your Furbies. If you put acetone on the eyelids, it'll fucking eat it. If you put acetone on the eyes, it will eat it. Do not use acetone anywhere around. Anywhere around the Furbies, don't do it. So the more I actually look at this one's sitting forward. I have a funny feeling this one would work just fine. I have batteries in some other ones. I'm wondering if I should try it. I need more batteries. I'm gonna open this one up though and see if it's got batteries in it. There's one battery in here, but I'm gonna try it. This one should be fine. These ones are pretty easy. This little guy will do fine. I find the Furby babies, at least the one that I've gotten, all the ones I've gotten are mute so far. So, kind of sad, but let's give this one a shot. Their ears look like wings when skinned. Oh, you should see some of the customizations. Oh, here's what everyone should do. You should go Google Mothman Furby. It's pretty fun. Okay. I see. We have an issue, folks. Okay. Leave it to this fucking Furby in particular. I just knew it. Okay. This one has a corroded battery thing right there and another one on the bottom. There's ways to fix this. So what you can do is you can take vinegar and a Q-tip and kind of rub it and clean that off. I'm going to give it a shot with these batteries. I don't think it's going to work right now, and it shouldn't. But for the sake of me being here right now, I'm going to try it with this. But there's definitely battery corrosion, which I'm not impressed about, but it is what it is. It's fixable. It's just more of a pain in the ass. Yeah, that guy's not working. So that one, I'm definitely going to have to clean out the battery compartment. That's a whole other video. It's a whole other video. It sucks. But, oh well. And you pay a lot for these? It depends. It depends. Sometimes I pay for a whole lot. Like this one was a lot of 5. This one was 2. Oops, sorry, these 2. I got these 2 together. Certain colors are a lot, yeah. This one, the Millennium one that I just did though, he was sold to me broken, like it was in rough shape, and it is in rough shape. So I can actually forgive that. But we're gonna, let's just keep skinning. I'm gonna skin all 5 anyway, so. This is the last one I'll do today. And then I'll update, but yeah. I mean, they're not cheap. They're definitely not cheap. But they're not $200 a piece when I'm buying 5. So, like I said, if I get them to work, great. I buy them when they don't because they're cheaper, and then I have to do the work to get them to work. So, Furby costume for your cat for Halloween. Like my cat would allow me to put anything on her. See how easy that one came out? Once you do this a couple times, you can get real used to it. And if I don't talk to you guys, I can kind of just snip and skedoodle right through it. This one is a cheetah Furby. Pretty clean. Its eyelashes are a little fucked up, but thank you guys for being here, by the way. I really appreciate it. It's kind of a weird little hobby to be sharing, I understand, but okay, let's see what we're working with this one. 2 screws again for this one. I gotta keep my other screws separate. This one doesn't look like too much glue. I don't know, we'll see. Like I said, you do it to 10 Furbies, you can do it real fast. But yes, if you buy them in a box or new in a box, they can be pretty expensive. Or if you buy them wanting them to work, they can be pretty expensive. But I bought all of mine except for 2, obviously in a box behind me, that were sold to me as not working, and I've managed to get them all to work. Okay, ear bones. Where are my ear bones? Okay. Fingers crossed, not a lot of glue in this one. Oh no, there is. Of course there is. Oh geez. Oh, okay, hold on. Not that bad. Oh no, no. There's a lot of glue in there. Yeah, okay, try the other side. Ugh, some of them are just... It's always getting the ears off of these clips. That's the most annoying spot. Like, okay. Why are you the way that you are? You can see I'm literally I'm so warm. I'm literally sweating doing this. Fuck's sakes. The life of a Furby necromancer. Okay, I'm gonna go in from the top and see if I can loosen any glue. There we go. I'm always careful not to cut the fur. Oh, there we go. Okay. But I just go in with my little tool to kind of loosen up the glue around it. Okay, there's so much glue in some of these. Like, God, some of them are so easy, and then other ones are just impossible. I don't have a P.O. box, no, but if I trust you enough, just send me a DM on Twitter. Just please don't dox me, like, obviously. But if we make an arrangement, I'll pay for shipping even, like, just let me know. I might not accept every Furby either, because obviously I'm collecting the different colors. So if it's one that I'm like, oh, I don't think I have a use for that right now. But please, if you find them inexpensive thrift shop or something and you decide to buy it, let me know. Oh my goodness, this one is... I was so confident going in this one. I was like, look at how fast I can do this. La, la, la. An entire bottle of glue on this fucking thing later. Oh my God. Hello? Okay, there we go. Hey, okay. Oh, wow. Yeah, okay. So, like, look. Again, the ears were pretty caked in glue, but then the entire faceplate is I can't even tell if it's, okay, didn't want to do that, but, oh, no, just glued to the top. Just glued to the top, picking off glue. Yeah, we're good, we got there. We'll get there in the end. Will I be doing any washing in this stream? No, but I will update you guys on Twitter. The washing takes a while, and then I'd have to find a way to move you to my bathroom, which I'm not about to do. But I will update you on each individual Furby soup. Sound good? Okay, this one is, hold on, I gotta make post-it notes here. Millennium, boy, I can't spell that word. Millennium Furby, corroded. Do you want to see how I just attempted to spell corroded? I'm not even going to show you. Corroded insides. First of all, I didn't spell millennium right. And that is corroded. Corridide. Hello? Natasha? I'm okay. Oh, man. Okay, this one needs some eyelashes. Oh, actually, I spoke too soon. So this is what happens sometimes. This is what the eyelashes look like, by the way, which is really scary. But I'm going to take them out, actually, because they're kind of barely there anyway. So yeah, that's what the Furby eyelashes look like. Corey died. And then they look really scary without eyelashes, but from here I can kind of form them and glue them back in and put them in the right spot. So there we go. That's a little better, even just sticking it in like that. Oh man, I have to go film my Zoom meeting. This has been the greatest thing ever. Well, I'm really happy you enjoyed it and spending time here with me because it's fun. Fun for me anyway. Cheetah Furby. Okay, let's see if this one works. I'll do one last attempt at necromancy, and then I need to go breathe air that is outside of this room, and I need to take this hoodie off because I have sweat everywhere. Like, my boobs are just damp. I will definitely do more Furby content for sure. It might not be like every video because then I wouldn't have a booktube channel anymore. But okay, off we go. Time to open up a Furby because this one doesn't work right out of the box. Okay, that's fine. You found it? It's Wov Love. Let me see what this is. That sounds familiar, but oh, that, yeah, hello. That is, Wov Love is from, Don't You Put It in Your Mouth. I know, Wov Love. Okay, let's see what I'm working with here. 4 screws. Okay. Change my name to My Furbies Are Odd. I very much am considering. Please don't steal that on Instagram. I will cry. I'm gonna go make that like today. I've been meaning to do that, so. Oh no, I can't get in to get some of the screws. Oh God. I don't think my little screwdriver is gonna fit. You people unlocked a memory I never knew I had. Right? Oh, well, there was something on TikTok, by the way. I'm on TikTok. 17 hours of my day. Like, it's not even funny. I've learned more about myself as a human being on TikTok than I have been going to therapy. So I don't know what that says about me, but I don't know, take that for what it's worth. But yeah, like the amount of stuff I learn from random witches on TikTok, it's just kind of crazy. Also, anyone else who watches TikTok as much as I do get really concerned when you see an incredibly good-looking person and you're like, oh wow. And then you have to like immediately go check that they're not a 17-year-old. I'm like, can we not? Like, so weird. I'm like, oh God, please be of age for me to even consider the fact that you're attractive. Recommending books to Furbies? I should do that. See, the thing is that I like to sit with them for a while. I have many ideas and many plans for, I cannot get this fucking screw out of here. Like, I'm not even hitting. My little screwdriver is too little, and then this one doesn't fit. So I have to like, look and just, try not to break stuff, but. It's annoying. Oh yeah, I'm 32, and then I was like, oh, this guy that I found who like, he's super cute. He wears skirts and oh, men in skirts, just fucking peak. And pure thirst traps, like just nothing but thirst traps. And I'm like, oh, cute. And then I go look, and like has an OnlyFans friend, and and I'm like, oh, cool. I'm assuming like 26, 27, which even then I'm 32. So like, you know, nope, that's a 19-year-old. And I was like, all right. Time to move on. I cannot for the life of me get this screw out of here. You are seeing me struggle. Please. Turn even slightly. I'm having issues. I can't get this screw out.
Excuse me. I'm just gonna be over here watching a movie.
Okay.
Let me know if I'm too loud.
Okay, sounds good. I'm gonna be off of here shortly and figure out what we're doing for dinner. Can you leave that door open for now?
Okay.
You know the cat. It's, oh God, 1,000 degrees. Look at how sweaty I am. It's hot in here.
Just crack the window.
I don't want to.
I'm gonna do the leek and mushroom risotto.
Huh?
I'm gonna do the leek and mushroom risotto tonight.
The leek and mushroom risotto. Fantastic.
All right.
Okay. Actually, just shut the door. It's fine.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Pretty much every, quote, hot guy on TikTok is no less than 10 years younger than me. Unless I find, like, the one hot dad, like, tattooed dad, and I'm like, oh, nice. So they're either, like, 45 or 25. And I'm like, well, all right. Is this doing anything? Hello? Screw? You seeing me struggle with this right now? Okay. This is what I hate to do. I have to take an X-Acto knife and actually like carve out the plastic so I can get my screwdriver in there, which I don't want to do, but sometimes it needs to be done. And that's okay. I'm not looking to resell this, so it's not hurting anything, so. Oh, Lord. Tim Curry from Rocky Horror. Oh, frig. Tim Curry's sexy now. Are you kidding? Tim Curry has and always will be sexy. Tim Curry and Clue. Fantastic. If I don't get this friggin' screw out, I'm going to lose my mind. Am I even... Ugh. Are you turning anything? Hello? Or are you even touching the screw? I can't do this anymore. This is where I give up. And I like move on to something else because this is just, it's like, I can't get my screwdriver far enough down in the thing to get it out. Ugh. I'm so annoyed. I'm absolutely butchering this, but like I cannot get this screw out. Clue is such a good movie. Like 1985 Clue starring Tim Curry and a bunch of other weirdos. It's fantastic. It's one of those movies that's up there, I would say, with what's it called? I cannot get the screw out. This might just be one that I can't open this. Like I can't do it. Okay, how am I gonna get this out of here? I don't think my screwdriver is even touching like the end of where the screw even is. No, it's not. You guys are watching my actual real life struggle right now, and it's unbelievable. Did I get it? No. Okay, I'm going to stop here because if I keep going, I will do this for the next little while, and I need to take a breather. So anyway, I will update you guys on Twitter on how disgusting all the Furby soup is. And yeah, so if you're curious again on how I, what was that? On how I wash and clean the skins, it's just basically like slightly warm soapy water. I pat them dry with a towel. Sometimes I'll hold the faceplate like this and I'll shake them like this in the shower just to get all the other water off because it is a plastic, right? So you don't want to blow dry them. Don't blow dry them. If you do want to blow dry them on cold. Do not use any heat. It will melt them. And yeah, I just leave them up on like a towel overnight and then the next night they're dry. Then to fluff them, I use one of these wire cap things. And like, even if I brush this disgusting dirty one right now, the difference that just brushing that will make, but then you can kind of sort of turn around and fluff them. That's so gross. That's dirty. I don't want to do that. It makes a difference. So that is how you get a Furby that looks kind of like, I don't know, kind of like this one, right? Kind of raggedy into looking like this. Beautiful and fluffy. Anyway, okay, I've spent 2.5 hours here doing various things. I've talked about Furbies for 2.5 hours. I am going to go I wish everybody has a great evening. And I'm going to leave this up if anyone wants to freaking watch it. I don't know if you will. I will see you in my next video. And I'll talk to you soon. Goodbye. Toodly doodly doo. Bye. Thank you for being here. Oh, goodbye. Okay, farewell. Bye.